Audio output capture. What did I do? Oh, audio output capture. Whoa, whoa! I broke something. Enter. Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't know why my output here. Close. Audio output capture. Oh, maybe. What up, Chi? What up, girl? Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do this. Bang, bang, bang. Pow, pow, pow. What's up, girl? What up, Chi? Trying to look good for you, you know. I knew you were gonna be here. I needed to make sure I look good for my girl. Chat properties. Paste. Okay. Let's see. Uh, uh, I, uh, I, no, I don't know. I don't know why. That not anything in particular. I didn't, I didn't, I mean, I just changed shirts. Well, changed clothes. So this is how it ended up. Yeah, I didn't do anything in particular. No, no, I was trying to think if there was any reason. Like, I tell you what, it's very odd for me how I live. It was time to clean up, wash, change my clothes, and so I took my obviously, and then opened up my closet and grabbed the shirt and put it on. That's it. There's no. If I was seeing somebody, I have them laying right there in the bed, and I would introduce you. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, no, definitely not. It's just, and it's my hair's it's just tucked behind my ear. It's not slicked back. It was just tucked behind my ear. It's just that it's getting longer, so it can do that. It was a little too short that it would fall forward, so I didn't slick it. I didn't do my hair. I just I just did this. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you, my girl. Let's see here. Where am I at? Bang, bang. Yeah, no, no. What up, Clem? Bleh. How you feeling? Here I was getting excited. No, yeah, no, yeah. It's really when I honestly I don't know why I don't, but I don't think, oh man, I would look good in this. That doesn't cross my mind. I don't. What's up, beautiful lady? What's up, Throw? Banana Express. Let's see. Let's see what the Banana Express. Who? Where'd that come from? No, your question. There we go. Uh, let's see if I can do this. Refrigerator. Bang, bang. Where's my Discord Chrome on? Hey, there it is. Okay. Let me shrink it down a little bit. Banana. I remember Pineapple Express. What the hell's Banana Express? Did you miss me, Clementine? Yeah, no, yeah. I don't know why. I wish I did know why. I don't choose my clothes wisely. I yeah. Now I forgot it was Banana Express. A children's book, South African tourist team brand of car wax. Wow. No, I've never heard of it before. Pineapple Express is a movie here in America. I so I was filming my new stream, my new or setting up the film for my new channel, and I'm gonna do it. Why? And then I just went live. I didn't think about it. Gee, I think you think I think about things like this more than I do. I don't. I don't know. Random words just came into my head. It happens to me a lot. It happens to me a lot. Yes. Oh, Clem, I got more photos for you. I don't know what I just said, Chi. Random words popping into the head? Or I think you think that I spend more brain power worried about I didn't look into my closet and say, "Oh, this would look so good on me. I would look so cute." I don't know why I don't think about those things. I don't. I think about a lot of other things. And oh, sorry. I was setting up to film for my new channel, the Fail Around and Find Out channel, which is going to be wide, full long form. And I just went live because it was time to go live, and I didn't think about it. And people get mad at me for stuff like that. Pause. Feed me. We think that he thinks that we think that he thinks that we know he thinks what we think. Oh. Yeah. And this is one of the reasons that I think also men and women belong together, because I believe that if I had a woman to say, "Hey, wear this, wear this, wear this," that as a guide, it would be more representative of something proper. There's definitely that part of my mentality is missing, and I think it would be good to have someone else to have that some sort of management. And usually, when I've dated people, it would be they would do that. They would be like, "Hey, wear this," and I'm gonna wear that because she would think about how she wanted to look and how I would look with her, so she would choose clothes. I just don't. And I think I'll wear the same thing until it starts stinking. And it's not, and I know that I'm online every day, so people see, "Hey, you're wearing the same clothes for freaking 3 days in a row," and I'm like, "Well, that's not something that enters my brain for some reason." Okay, men are such children sometimes. Listen, I think maturing comes in relationships. I think a lot of single people are very immature, and it's the relationship that matures them. Don't be. I usually ask my wife to choose my clothes. She is adopted. Throwing that in my face. Just wear a thob. Thobs for men. Oh, there you go. Oops, you guys can't see what I'm doing. There you go. Throw a fob on. Look at that. Look at that slick. $64. There you go. That's good looking. Let me get a little bit bigger here. That guy looks like he's like 8 feet tall. Hey, you guys got good style. Like your fashion. What's this, leather? That looks. You can't go wrong with a simple fob. Personally, for me, men look best in that. They look. I mean, yeah, they're definitely good looking. I I'll have to pick one up. This looks like pajamas to me right here. This style, like with the X across the chest area. Like, look at the chest. Do you see like that V, like the extra? Maybe that's the style. I don't know. I don't see it in a lot of other things. But this looks like Paul wearing one. Like that looks more African, I would say. I would probably do something like this or this, like that. I think that looks good. Let me shrink it down a little bit. What I'm talking about. That's only Friday for me. Hey, Clem, good. Change your freaking name. I just wear black and my abaya, abaya, and hijab. I don't know what an abaya is. Let's find out. I make my clothes complicated with accessories, and then I get overstimulated by saying, "Yeah, yeah." I, I'm blessed in the case where I don't spend brain power, and it's not on purpose. I just don't. Okay, what am I looking up? Abaya, Abaya. This is for men. Okay, so this is open in the front. Oh no, I guess not. It looks like the same thing. Pardon my ignorance. What's the difference, please? What's the difference between an abaya and a thob? Individuality. See, and I think there's a lot of people that think individuality comes from what you. I think more of independent individuality in thought rather than individuality in like like the LGBTQ community says they're individuals, but they all look the same. Like they all same color, same nose ring, same. It's like, and maybe I don't know. I think people. I think it's better to understand someone's individuality from talking to them, from their personality. I understand that people absolutely represent. I just missed being Clementine. I understood that definitely happens. The abaya is a kind of like a coat for women, so it's like a dressing for men. Okay, so I don't know if this is wrong or not. What's coming up here? Here's a Timu abaya for men. Okay, is that different? Okay, so for men, abaya for men and for women the same. Okay, I see. I see. So you can kind of blend things together by using like a different color for the hijab and for the habaya. Abaya. That's kind of cool. Right, y'all. Abaya is kind of cool. Okay. Like that. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. She looks better without it. I wear black. I don't wear colors. Clem. Like I don't know what it is about my eyesight. I don't see the different like in the single color. To me, um, don't hate me for the truth. For me, I would expect this to be one piece of fabric. Like I don't maybe because I'm not very familiar with it. And maybe it's just and it's all because it's the same color. Like this, I can see where this different fabrics are, and this I can see where different fabrics are. Wow, this woman has a round head. Look at that. The darker woman, look how round her head looks. And this looks cool. That looks cool. That looks really cool. That looks really cool too. Head and body. Okay, two pieces. Right. Yeah. In this kind of stuff, I can see it. Almost the and well, obviously you can see the neck here. Is that the neck or that's another piece of cloth? I can't tell. Like this. What is this? Is that a veil? A burqa. Burqa. Right. Burqa. So that down to the waist or knees is one piece. Open Avaya Navia. Let's see. It's like heavier cloth. This is like winter wear. And I listen. I cannot, I cannot imagine wearing this. And I understand, like from when I used to mow lawns, I can't imagine covering my head. I hate wearing a hat when it's hot out. And when I'm talking hot, I'm talking like 82 degrees Fahrenheit. What is that? That's like 27, 80 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius. 80 degrees. 26. So I was very close. 26.6. So I could not imagine wearing anything on my head. And I understand that it's cultural, but I would be pissed off all the time. And by two, I thought it was 16. Why is my closest closet filled with them small, large, and tall? Oh, it's probably multiple hijabs and multiple abayas. That's what I meant to say. Religious is what I meant to say. I know it's not cultural. Yes, yeah. My Sometimes I talk, I try to think and talk at the same time, or I put my mouth in gear before I put my head in gear. That's what my mother and father used to say to me all the time. You put your mouth in gear before you put your head in gear. Dual color wrap. That's cool. That that better be winter. I mean, is that why? Is that why the Is this why the wrists or is that just like fashionable like the very thick like up to the knuckles? The stylist culture despite some of them looking quite tight. Look at these big ass glasses. This is something that Clementine would wear. Eh, okay, but some of them are tight. Okay, let's see. Form fitting, I guess. Let's see. Form fitting. Form fitting. Okay, there you go. That's definitely form fitting. Well, not that. I was going to show another one, but I might get. Oh, damn it! This year, that's form fitting. Oh, get out of there, Timu. Balloon sleeves. Shooker. That's form fitting. Yeah, yeah. The whole reason not to show, so the whole reason is right, right. It's a, but you can to it seems like the form fitting, and then they have the I guess the abaya over top the jacket to hide it, but you still. I look. I'm only talking about what I'm seeing here on the screen. I'm not talking about not understanding your hujabobble. Yeah, and so like if you look up form fitting clothes in America, it's basically nudity. The only cultural thing I own is cheese. Lugnasha. Nu, Nug. Lug Nasada. Lugnasada. You're freaking. Oh, that's pretty cool. Except she seems like she's freaking crazy. I wore it to wedding dress for once. That's why I wore black because it cancels out the curves. She's like, oh my goodness, oh my teeth. I didn't look like yeah, yeah. I didn't look like that. It seems like a lot of the models don't show eyes. Is that a religious thing also? Like a lot of these have their heads cut off. Oh boy. Like that looks a little tight. No, that is terrifying. This is a tight fitting abaya, Middle Eastern Arabian. Welcome home, baby. Welcome home from work. That looks so satin. The AliExpress Muslim women clothing three piece. That's what they name it. That's so funny. All right, let's say she is going to get consumed by me. That means she's going to put you in her mouth. Umbrella flare. Umbrella flare. That's a big freaking flare. Jeez, that's a big flare. That looks like a wedding, like not the fabric, but the style with like the train. Uh-oh, this is stretch lycra, which is a stretchy fabric, like spandex, and then like they cut her face out. That's so crazy, and they blur her face here. That's crazy. I mean, is that there's so many that don't. Is that a blossom abaya? Am I saying it right? Abaya? Abaya. Yeah, looks like I'm right.
Abaya,
Abaya. Abaya. A seller.
abaya,
She's blurred too. That's weird. Um, let's see. It is religious scholars concluded that taking pictures is the same as drawing them, which is forbidden. Right. And I tell you what. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, she's covering her face. This is India, so I guess they're allowed to show faces. India Mart. Oops. India Mart. Where's that? Where's that? Oh, I clicked on a different thing. Oh, right over here. In India Mart. J J Jalila, mybatur.com. Jalila. His big ass sunglasses. I mean, I can understand being living in the freaking desert. You'd want some big ass sunglasses. Let's see. Rich, what about you? What's your traditional? Oh, traditional is so religious, religiously or just culturally. Like, stop looking at women to tell us what you wear. Okay, traditional American clothing. Oops, traditional American clothing. So that's American Indians. This is American Indian clothing here. But traditional clothing is like it's men. It's slacks and a button down. This is traditional clothing. I mean, you can't really see, but I'm wearing jeans and a button down. I mean that's traditional, and then that turned into jeans and a t-shirt once we had started mixing polyester with cotton and stopped using linen so much. Okay. Traditional clothing in America. So this goes to American Indians for some reason. Probably because we don't have jeans and a t-shirt. Jeans and a t-shirt. Like that. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Um, so like this. So this is what you would call leisure. So like after work, traditional work. So there's called white collar jobs and blue collar jobs. Blue collar jobs is people that wear like like this. This is what you would consider like basically blue collar. And then white collar is businessmen. White collar jobs. Damn it. White collar job. So like so you see how white shirts and a collar. This is light blue, but it's still considered a white collar job. You're not going to get dirty. If you're going to get dirty doing it, you wear jeans and a t-shirt. or jeans and a blue, like a dark blue collar job attire. So this is what you call blue collar jobs, and this is what like while you would work, and it's basically what I'm wearing right now. He's got the top up opened up, but jeans and a button down. That's traditional, and then like here's more like that's country because they got the big belt buckle, so that's more like what you would consider like country or redneck, hands-on job skills, and then you have like button down shirt. I mean, it's hard to see what the fabric of my shirt, but yeah. So that's traditional. These are traditional blue collar for men and women. See how they're wearing the same clothes, the same blue collar, and jeans. It's hard to see their pants, but and then here's companies that give you an outfit to wear. It's typically slacks and a shirt. If it's hot, you wear short sleeves. If it's cold, you wear long sleeves, or if you need to be protected. Um, you change your thrill. Stop looking at women. We had to ask him a question to grab his attention. I'm quite blunt with it. It's kind of dark blue. Yeah. No, he used clementines on his Discord. Rich, you have to find those cat ear. All right. So when I got a bunch of stuff I got to go through. So when I stop to eat, because it might take me 10, 15 minutes, I got a bunch of stuff, and unless it's perfect. But when I stop for dinner, I'll go through all my mail, my YouTube channel. Right? Yeah, he never changes YouTube channel. Yeah, I will. I'm not going to film because then I'll end up doxing myself by showing my address on the front of a bunch of labels and stuff. So I won't do that. I'm not lamb doxing myself on stream. Okay, so then white collar job attire. And that's usually suits basically. But like so here's blue collar and white collar. That's back in the day when people used to wear hats. But this is a standard. That's a standard attire for us. And then women, it's the so women don't wear ties typically. They can do whatever they want, but they typically don't wear ties. So men typically wear ties. That's white collar, and it's not the color of the shirt for when it's like white collar. Like in America, white people and black people, even though people argue about it on the internet and on the news, it's not the color of their skin. It's whether they, if you're a property owner, you're considered to be like when you make before there was color printing, you had to make graphs, and the white lines on the graph were property owning people. If it doesn't matter the color of your skin, and the black line was like dependents and stuff. And then that got turned in. Oh my God, you're racist. So when you're doing a blue collar job, like working with a lathe or with like drill press and equipment, you don't want a tie because the tie can get caught up in the machinery and then pull you in and kill you. Okay, what am I missing here? You showed us the front of your house and your neighbor's house, right? There's literally enough rainbow. Yes, there is plenty. No one will dox him through. It's not like anyone. I'm not talking about you guys, but 90% of my views are after the live, so it's easy for people. And like, if you look at I showed my numbers yesterday. It's only like 7%. I think it's 7% of my views are subscribers, and 93% of them are not. So a lot of people watch the videos after the live's done. Just spare the job for them and show us your address. 123 Main Street, America. Oh wow, there's a place called 123 Main Street, Philadelphia. Hey, if anybody needs my address, I'll give it to you privately. I'm not putting it on freaking live streams. And Yeah. Oh wow, look the photos blur together right here pretty good. Yeah, I showed you Google Maps before too, yes. And I showed my social security card and my driver's license before, and I had to go back and edit them out before it went live. And when I say live, I'm not talking about what we're doing right now. This is a live stream, but going live is when you make it available to the entire world after the stream. Yeah. So, in the movie industry, when you show up, you basically show up with your tools and your phone. So when they need your driver's license and your social security card for pay purposes, you send it to them in an email. So you take a picture of it just in case you lose them, you have a copy. And when I was going through my Google Photos before showing like my sister's wedding and old pictures of me at work, as I was scrolling through, it just popped up, even though it was like 7 years old. I'd never deleted them from my photo roll. Abaya. Yeah, I didn't mean to. I had to delete it out. You weren't there the first time I showed my sister's wedding photos and stuff. I tried to show you the next day. Yeah, I well so yeah so that's why after the live stream I edited it out. Let's see. Okay, and then let's look at religious clothing in America. Religious clothing in America by religion. Okay, so then here you have this is well this is a bunch of different people. So you have Jewish, you have um, Catholic, Jewish, Arab. I don't know what Arabic religion. I'm guessing Islam, obviously. I mean, typically, um, uh, um, India. I can't forget what it's called. Hindu. Jeez. Um, then you have Amish. Popular religious clothing. What is that? I don't even know what that is. What's that on his forehead? And then Christian. I'm guessing Haitian. Different religions' clothings. Okay, so let's see. This is just a picture. I can't find any photographs. This is what's their faces. Damn it, I can't remember all these guys' religions. Harry Krishna. Okay, where would they go? He isn't scared. He got it. I'm not scared. Quick, someone ask another question. Throw, how tall are you? 6'6". Damn, you're 2 inches taller than me. I know I'm very tall. Hey, he eats those grape leaves. Make you tall. Here's Jewish, and then this is Orthodox. Religious fashion. Wow. And here's you guys. Yeah, you guys basically you guys' religion basically covers almost all. If you say religious clothing, it's basically 95%. Um, because like only like Mormonism require, but they require underwear in Mormon, which is weird to me. Like that they don't require the outer clothing; they just require you wear underwear. He is silent. Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, 6'3" at least. Okay, 6'3" or 6'6". It depends if I'm sitting or I'm standing. It gets bigger when I eat. Jeez. And this is the kind of stuff that pisses me off. Like, okay, why is it so many? It doesn't piss me off, but like why what what are the different? Is it the number of different pieces of fabric that make up like the difference between or how it's worn? Now, what was Mother Mary wearing in Christianity? Um, let's see. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think of the best way to search for that. Mother Mary's typical religious garments in Christianity. Uh, so a headscarf. Let's see what the Jamalama says. Let's see what the reply says here. In Christianity, Mother Mary's garments are characterized by specific colors and styles that have through the blue mantle is her outer cloak, so a cloak, a tunic, and a veil or head covering. Mary is almost always depicted with her head covered, reflecting cultural modesty of the first century Judea. The sash or belt. So a sash. Let's see if I can find an image here. No, Rich saying. So it gets bigger when I eat the reference to the inside joke. Yeah, I thought I was seeing if you got it. 6'3" lady. Oh yes, you made a picture of him, didn't you? Didn't you draw him in, or that Rahendra? That's rude. That's rude. So okay, let's see what it says in the Bible of her. Okay. What does the Bible say about Mother Mary's clothing? Okay, yeah, it doesn't detail it. And then so the thing is, so there's a lot of like things Catholicism and in Catholicism Catholics pray to Mary like in some I think it might be all form. Let's talk about Catholicism. Like they pray to Mary, so they've got a lot of uh, renderings or whatever you want to call it, what they think she wore. But yeah, so let me see. Let me see if there's any other non-biblical texts talking about Mother Mary's clothing. So it talked about talked about the colors she wore, and that she often wore a headscarf. Provengel and James. Early text describes Mary's upbringing, her purity and divine favor, visually interpret. So yeah, so these are visual interpretations. But what did pre-Christ Jews? Damn it! What did pre-Christ Jews wear? Free Christ. Simple common clothes. So whatever that was cultural. Whatever they wore in the area. So it depended on where they were. There's specific regions. So they turbans. The Torah says the kerchiefs, turbans, priestly garments. So Rich, don't show that. What am I not showing? Okay, sorry. Rich drew you. What did I draw? No, when you drew the heights thing, Chi, when you did that the different pictures of everybody with their heights. Want a rematch in chess? Uh oh, bring it on. Common garnics. Tunics, zitzi, blue and white threads attached to the corners as God's commandments. Belts, kerchiefs, turbans, fabrics, colors. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on, my wife's calling me. She says it's time to wash the car. Biblical clothing. Biblical clothing. So, biblical costume. Cat ear night. Where am I at? Oops. Walmart peasant lady costume. I guess that's what I said. Dress of Hebrew women. Cast. The dress codes, I guess, is what I should have looked up. Maybe some other time. Hey, Richard sounds like, well, I tell you, Richard sounds just like my wife. I gotta go. And a thing that's different a lot in America at least is that we dress differently throughout the day and the week, but nothing. Some religions, like I said, like Mormonism, tells you to wear underwear, like magical underwear, which is kind of crazy because there's nothing biblical about it. But the Bible says, wear what they wear in the area, and as long as you're not breaking any laws of the land. 90s clothing, 90s American clothing. You talking about America? And so you can even see a fashion timeline. Yeah, we can play. I don't want to play right now. I'm just gonna go on for a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna go eat, and I'll find my cat ears, and then you can get your ass whooped once I got the cat ears on. Okay, 90s clothing. And same thing, it's jeans and a t-shirt. That's typical American clothing. And then so back in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, women didn't wear as much makeup. Now there wasn't anything banning them from it anything. But makeup became like girls when I went to high school in the late 80s, early 90s, well, early 90s, girls dressed up for prom. Like, so they wore like normal clothes to go to school, whatever, jeans and a t-shirt. And then prom, they would wear makeup and flowers and dresses and stuff like that. But like after like the mid like 2010s, 2000, then they were like, no, every day is prom, and then every day is on the beach. So you saw like girls wearing basically cut off shorts like up to their crotch with their underwear showing and stuff to school. But yeah, the 90s was the last of that. Like if you look at 90s fashion, like this is what girls wore to school. And this was like the preppy schools. But like look, it's jeans and a t-shirt, jeans and a button. Now basically what I'm wearing now. And then and then prom. And then prom is when you got your hair done. Like girls didn't wake up every morning and do their hair and do their makeup like they do now. That's corporations got in and wanted to sell more makeup. So they were like, "Oh my god, you're ugly if you don't do your makeup." Well, look, this is Princess Diana in the 90s. And then at the early 2000s, boobs started coming out. Well, so when breast implants became cheap, breast implants used to cost like 20 to 30 thousand dollars. Now they're like $2,000, and you can get breast implants on a credit card now. You weren't able to do that before, and so then once breast implants came out, then short like people wanted to show off. It was basically this is what, look at the money I got. I got these new boobs. But back in, like, look, everything was covered. Like from like the collar up is what's shown. But yeah, if you were the town slut, you wore that. You let your belly show. But yeah, this is what everything, like the collars, and there was nothing religious about it. There was no laws or anything saying what you could or couldn't wear. But this is what girls wore. This is what they wore. And then prom, they would dress up like, but daily stuff. This is 90s to 1990 to 1999. Jeans and a t-shirt. Ooh, what about the 80s? Now the 80s were crazy. Richard, I know you're old and don't have those desires, but damn, stop looking at like look at rappers. Look at rappers still and it wasn't until more recently that it got like you needed to prove you did this and that. Like when identity politics came in and black people were like, no, we gotta be completely different than white people and this people. Then they were like, they had their own dress, and that was marketing that made them do that. Okay, what am I looking up? 80s, 1980s fashion. Okay, so span. So this is so these bright ass colors, but still, boobs weren't hanging out, bellies weren't hanging out, and stuff like that. But there was no laws or anything against it. Like, but a lot more fabric, layers, hats definitely became a big thing. But look, so remember, this was before the boob job became inexpensive. So boobs weren't hanging out. Like a lot of accessories. Accessories were what made the 1980s the thing. You would wear there's two different shirts, wristbands, hat, glasses, shorts, and then pants under the shorts, jackets, three shirts, 10 necklaces, hair ties. Yeah, this was sexy in the 80s. Oh my God, girl, you're so hot. Yeah. But when it came to business was still the same. Like business fashions haven't changed. White collar and blue collar jobs were still the same. Like look at this models. This is a model in the 1980s. Ankle socks or I can't remember what they were called. But yeah, still jeans and a t-shirt. It's always been basically the same thing. Like look at this. This was more slutty. Like you had like she wore fishnets that were ripped. That was definitely a 70s, late 70s, early 80s thing, punk rock. But this was a rock star. This wasn't what the average girls wore. And then just so much stuff. Like look at the accessories that were a big thing. Like 80s fashion trends, the oversized sweater instead of like the skin tight. And this was still the same prostitute wear. And then now in the 2020s, whore wear, hoe wear, uh, it's the same. Show as much skin as possible. This is what the urban outlook look was still, and then the bright colors. Even look at these guys, just the bright ass colors, big oversized sweaters compared to the seven. Yeah, that was huge in America. Like here's what the teenagers wore. Like so, you might wear a low cut shirt, but you wore a shirt underneath that. Okay, high school fashion, 1970s. Look at this. So after the 60s you could wear dresses that were above the knee, but yeah, everything. And people wore suits and ties. They only dressed up for like picture day. Yeah, crazy. And then here you go, the jeans and a t-shirt, but they were bell bottoms, so they were different types of jeans. They had a flare at the bottom. So boot fit jeans were made for cowboys to be able to fit their jeans over top of their boot. It was called boot cut. Then the flared ends, the bell bottoms, became a thing around then too. But here's the girls' high socks. I forgot what they were called. The high top socks, high tops, but more form fitting stuff. And then you had the like the this would be like prom. People wore still suits and ties, and you can, yeah, 70s girls outfits. Wait, I thought America was racist in the 1970s. No, you can't have black people. And then still bikinis. So the bikini with the straight era before it went over the hips was considered too sexy, and that didn't happen until the 80s when girls would wear bikinis that went over the hip. Hippie wear. And still this bright colors started at matching him. All right. Let's go ahead and call it here. I'm gonna eat and go through my packages. I'll find my cat ears, and we'll get going in about half hour, 45 minutes. I appreciate y'all swinging through. All right, love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Bye 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 bye.